It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC North foes. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Cairo Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's the veteran, Mercedes Lewis.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On third down, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Give up the middle with Swift. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Throwing on second down, Williams. He's got his man Carter. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The throw on the run is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Soldier Field after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On the bootleg, it's Williams. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. Tevin Jenkins. The man called for the flag. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Powell now to bring it back. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, Put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Stephon Gilmore up to make the play. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Here's Darnold again. He's going to tuck it and go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second and a yard. Darnold to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. In motion, it's Jefferson. Darnold to throw on first down. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Second down and 3. Darnold. He's got his big tight end. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. It's up and through. And the Vikings move out to a 7-3 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd down and 9. Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll work forward for a couple. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Third and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Bears sending out their punt team. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Darnold. Open man downfield. It's Addison. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. To throw is Darnold. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Oh! And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They run it once more with Jones. To the pylon, he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings extend their advantage to 14-3. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Williams to the air once more. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Throwing again, Williams. That's going to be intercepted. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Vikings. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Vikings move out to a 21-3 advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Scott now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This pass caught right side. It's Allen.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, it's Williams. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.